transfers the assembly to the transmission and aligns itself precisely before lowering into place. The fixture releases the subassembly, and the transmission travels to the next operation. A technician uses a lift assist to pick up the torque converter and bring it to the transmission.
The lift assist.
Once he's loaded it in, he uses a specialized tool to rotate the torque converter and drop it into position. Then he scans the two-dimensional code. The transmission is complete, but it must go through a quality control check before shipping off.
So they of course they ship them all out, right?
I was a single mom looking for a man, not only for
Like
myself,
already
but for my son.
assembly
And
plant?
in
Yeah, already
Harmony, I had to fill
assembled,
out a
right.
lot of questions about myself, so they really got to know who I was and what I was looking for.
eHarmony, I think, is the only dating website that could bring something to me the exact kind of person I was looking for. Other sites seem really shallow. There's no
it's
perfect
gonna
match
catch up
beyond
to life. You know what? Leave it.
Okay, I'll do
Let me
that.
give it a few seconds. We went back? No. Oh yeah, 29 seconds still. Catches up. Which is good because right now it's recording
I'd rather
and it's
hit the road with.
it's recording.
You know when I'd
It's-
rather have dinner and a movie with.
What is it doing? And it's
No, I'd
optimizing
rather
itself.
lean
It's
on
making it
Being in love is an
smaller
amazing thing.
so that it
Being
doesn't
in
take
love
too
with your
much
best
data.
friend
Pressing the
is
front.
everything.
Right, and then it doesn't take too much
Ever
data
lost
and
two
it's
stolen.
easier to
One
stream,
diamond
you
for your
know?
best friend, one for your true
What
love,
phone is that?
for the one woman in your life who's
Six,
both.
six?
Ever us knew this
What you got?
Valentine's Day. And Jared,
Five. I traded the S6 because the battery kept dying, man. So I figured I needed a bigger battery on this new phone, so I went with the Note 5.
Right,
And
right.
actually, bro, it lasts. So my girl got the Edge, I had the 6. The Note 5 battery lasts about 20 to 25% more. If not more, bro.
It depends on how you use it, but you know that's what it's all about.
Now, well,
Do you take care of the battery or not?
yeah, the S6.
If you had a
Brand
dollar
new?
for every
I
dollar
couldn't-
car insurance
it wouldn't
companies
last
say they'll save you by
more
switching,
than
you'd have
2
like
hours.
a ton of dollars.
Constantly
How are they
using
Constant
saving
it.
use,
those
like a
dollars?
Right.
movie
A lot of
and then
companies
Right.
watch
might answer,
YouTube.
I can watch
Two,
time more than 2
2.5
hours on my
years.
phone.
Born online, raised by
Not more.
technology and majors in efficiency.
Yeah, like straight, like
So whatever they
maybe a
say,
good 4
you
hours.
say.
I'm gonna say my phone would last
Time,
because I watch
paperwork,
movies.
hair tearing out,
I've watched
and
movies
yes,
and it takes me to
especially
like
dollars.
40%.
That's auto and
A whole
home
movie.
insurance for the modern
And that's
world.
about 2
Insurance,
hours.
backed by Allstate.
That's pretty shitty, dude. Because in another hour you're gonna be at 20%, and then it's gonna start, it's gonna start beeping. But the Note 5, it's about 4 or 5 hours,
New episodes
and then it starts beeping.
of Science.
New.
New.
Okay, new.
In a four-door body,
I've
the
used it all
ingredients
day.
of Porsche's full-body
Straight.
masterpiece.
Like Facebook,
Oh, when it was
watching
new?
videos on and off.
How it's
New.
made.
That's the thing, because the S6 and the Edge had old type batteries, and the Note 5 had a new design battery, and it actually worked.
The Camaro body goes straight from the paint shop to
All
the
right,
general
so talk to
assembly
me
line
in a couple of months.
and transfers onto a conveyor
will.
system referred to as the
What? Will I
skillet.
be complaining?
It's time to assemble all the components
That's what the
into a
S6
muscle.
was.
kept
The
all the
S6 I
phones.
bought in July.
The-
I couldn't take it no more, bro. It would
Operators
keep
use a
dying and
specialized
dying
lift
and
assist
pissing
fixture
me off.
called the
This phone
cockpit
barely
loader to
dies.
install the
New,
dashboard.
bro.
Even the S6 when it was
The
brand new,
ejection
I
You know
was
what I
molded
did to my
dashboard
phone?
includes the instrument
I
panel,
rooted it.
the air conditioning controls, and the passenger side airbag. They use torque-controlled bolt drivers to attach it in place. As they work, the car continues to move on its skillet.
I don't like the real satellite
A
stuff.
worker cleans
looks
a
like
section of the trunk
Ray's
surface
Ford Pro.
before
Remember-
using a locating
remember that
fixture
Pro
to
from the
position
back?
the famed Chevy bow tie emblem.
They discontinued that guy, right?
A three-rail
discontinued
carrier
it?
system moves the car body through the next
1990.
phase.
Some shit, they stopped.
The powertrain and chassis move on an automated guided vehicle, or
Look at that, look at
AGV.
that.
The AGV uses a laser-guided system to sync up perfectly with the carrier. Then it quickly lifts the powertrain
It
and
has
chassis
one
up into
big
the
motor.
body.
Oh, that's the V6. It has to be.
Technicians drive in 6 fasteners per side before the AGV lift descends, so they can get under the chassis and complete the fastening process. A worker uses the lift assist to install the seats inside the Camaro.
Nice, look at that, dude. They don't even gotta carry the seats anymore. Look
The
at
technician
it.
loads a wheel onto a front end with a lift assist.
That's that second.
She loosely installs the lug nuts for the next operation.
I like that lower grill.
An operator uses a purpose-built device called the Multiple Lug Nut Secure Tool to torque all the lug nuts simultaneously.
I would really like to work at a Chevy place.
I don't know, bro. Just to look at the car?
I could do
The
that all
technician
day.
connects the
Just to
horn and the
understand the
airbag.
engineering behind the parts and stuff.
Workers add all
Just
the
go to school
fluids,
for it.
including coolant,
UTI
fuel,
was a bummer.
radiator, brake, and washer fluid.
Right.
Why? Too much
The
paperwork?
car's
UTI
doors
is
are
more
removed
about
before general assembly
Part
begins.
replacement.
They
instead of
travel on a
engineering.
separate sub-assembly line.
I thought it was gonna be more about
They
engineering.
sync back up with the car here, where a worker installs them.
You have to.
The three-rail
Work for the
carrier
company,
releases
they'll
the car
probably
and a
send you
supporting
to certain
transfer fixture
engineering
lowers
school
it
for their
down
car.
onto a final line conveyor. The Camaro crosses a rumble strip as it takes its first drive. The car then parks at the wheel alignment station. In the pit underneath, a technician validates the wheel's presets and makes final adjustments, fine-tuning the wheel alignment and camber. The Camaro comes with 3 different sized wheel packages,
it's moving,
so
huh?
these adjustments can vary slightly depending on what the customer ordered. At the next station, the driver pulls onto a set of rollers for the dynamic vehicle test. He runs the car through a gamut of different driving modes, as the station's equipment tests every parameter from the RPMs to the gear shifting and braking. Thorough as the tests are, the whole process takes less than 2 minutes. Then the car is off. At the final step, a conveyor system moves the cars past a bank of full-spectrum lights. Trained technicians examine every aspect of the vehicle both inside and out, assessing all surfaces for fit and finish. The process is known as the CARE line, an acronym for Customer Acceptance Review and Evaluation. After a car meets final CARE inspection criteria, it's finally ready to head out into the world. The 6th generation Camaro recalls the glory days of 1960s muscle cars. In fact, it bears a resemblance to the original 1967 Camaro itself. But lift the hood, and it's immediately clear this is a 21st century high-performance vehicle. The interior cockpit leaves no doubt that this is a very contemporary take on a classic. From back roads and highways to big-budget movies, few cars in American automotive history have embedded themselves so thoroughly in the collective memory. The Chevy Camaro is on everybody's list of the top 10 muscle cars of all time. Thanks to state-of-the-art technology and clever engineering, the modern incarnation of this legend is lighter and more muscular than ever before.